All right, everybody. I will. My seats came in today for my Challenger. I'm for my Camaro, and I'm really excited about it because my car did not come with leather seats. Um, what I didn't do my homework and understand the difference between the 1SS, the 2SS. But they only had 1SSs in my area anyway. The only feature that I wanted is a couple features I like from the 2SS. The main one was the leather seats. So some 1SSs do come with leather seats, I heard, but mine didn't. I got a great deal on the car, so I'm not tripping. However, I wanted some because I did not have leather seats in my Challenger, and I knew that when I get me another vehicle, that is one feature that I want to say was a must-have, but it was like that is one feature that I wanted to have, especially in a convertible, soft leather. I was okay with stock. I went and tried the price seats at different little shops or whatever, and most of them was pretty much like 1,500 and up for what I was trying to get. Um, so I shopped around and I saw some actually from Hawk Motorsports in North Carolina or South Carolina, one of those, and they had some for $700 I saw on eBay. I didn't go through eBay. I just saw the phone number on there. I called them. They wanted more. I talked them down to 700. I called them, paid straight through them, and they had it shipped to me the next day. I bought them on Wednesday. By Friday, they was here, which is today, and I'm gonna go ahead and install them. I'm going to record myself installing them because I looked on YouTube to see if anyone else has done the 6th generation Camaro seats replacement. I only saw one guy at Lethal Motorsports. He put ZL1 seats in his Camaro, which are very nice. I think the ZL seats are really nice, but I like these seats also. He did his at night with flashlights. All honesty, it just wasn't. It's not a good video, not good video quality. It'd have been better if he did it outside in daylight. And he has a hard top. Mine is convertible, so it makes it a lot easier. I don't have to squeeze into anything to get these seats out. So I'm going to show me pulling the seats out and putting the seats back in. All right, I hope you guys can see. Get the camera straight. Whoa, not supposed to do that. Try to edit that out. The first thing I would suggest doing before you do anything is let the seat all the way forward as far as it go and up as high as it go. All the way forward and up as high as it go. I've already done that to both of my seats, as you can see. And some people say safety airbags pull out the disconnect the negative part of the battery. I mean, you can do that. But when I saw that it was just a big electrical plug connector, I just unplugged it. Unplugged it on the passenger side, and I unplugged it on the driver's side. So there's no power, ground, or anything going to them. Problem solved, right? We're gonna find out, but I'm pretty sure that should solve that problem. Now that I have that loose, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Both seats are forward. As you can see, mine is convertible, which shouldn't be too difficult if I'm not mistaken. It's my first time doing it. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna try to pull them out myself and install it. As you can see, I have cloth seats, and I'm going with the leather seats. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the seats, grab the tools I need, which should be a 50 hex head, 50 millimeter hex head socket, and there's two bolts in the back I see, and there's one bolt on the side of the seat for the seat belt. So we're gonna go ahead and try to pull all three of those loose. Let me mount up my camera so you can get some idea. This is my 50mm hex socket, $5 if you don't already have one at O'Reilly. Fits down in there perfectly snug. I'm using air tools. I'm gonna start it with this impact and see if this gets loud. I'm pretty sure they're pretty in there pretty tight. This may not work. I'm wrong. It works. Two bolts. Set them back here. My glasses. Seat should be loose from my understanding. The front just kind of snaps in. Voila, I just wiggled it a little bit, as you can see, and the front came out. Now I'm gonna take the seat belt bolt out. Kind of cock the seat to the side. Take that bolt out, just bolt it down here. I need a flat head to get that loose. It's a sensor connected to the seatbelt bracket that you have to take loose, I see. It looks like a flat head would get it. I'm gonna show you. As you can see, I already got the two back bolts out. Wiggle the seat out and it comes out. The seat belt bracket, which is this, which is cable style setup. I'm hoping I can pull this whole thing up through here. But first I need to get that sensor off of there. I'm gonna try to detach that real quick. Got that loose. That's the seat belt. Oh, the bolts are still in here, huh? I was looking for those earlier. There they go. Never know what you find under the seat, right?
Yeah, them is the same kind of seat, but they just leather.
Yep. Leather's softer, nicer. Like I say. And that is the whole seat out. As you can see, it literally takes maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes to take the whole seat out. 2 bolts, unplug it from the connector plug first, pull the whole seat belt up, pull this whole thing out, and the seat comes right out. Now I just got this back seat out. I didn't record it, but it's pretty easy. Pull up on this part, hard as you can, straight up. You pull up on this part up, pull up on that part up, and you can pull the whole seat straight out. There's nothing bolting it on, it's not just snap in. So you pull up on the seated part with a nice firm grip, pull it up, and pull the whole thing right on out. This is what it looks like when it is pulled out of the vehicle. That's it. Pull up on this part here, and just a little push tab that it sticks down in there. And it's the same on the other side. And 2 white tabs, nothing holds it on back here. Now to get, I was supposed to take this out too. To get the back seat, it is some bolts. You got this bolt here in the middle. There's one here, and there's one over there. Take those 2 bolts out. They look like maybe some 13mm bolts. And I think you can lift up on it and be able to pull the back seat out, which I'm going to do in just a second. And I'll let you guys know how it goes. Well, I'm going to see if I can prop this to record it. Good right there. I like deep routines too. Perfect. See my 13 socket in here. These are falling on the scratch. That's a 10mm. Hopefully I got a tent outside. I don't have to go in the house.
Huh?
Trying to see how that light's on. You think just coming up. Oh, just
pop.
push it.
Yeah.
It's a little push tab. You gotta see where it's at. You just push it in.
Push it in?
Yeah, push it in. No, this way. Like that. No, not pushing the tab part.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Mess this up. Pop that back That's it.
And that's simple. If you look at it.
Yeah, they make it real easy.
Huh?
So yeah, they make it real easy.
Yeah.
Pop, pretty much pop in 2 bolts.
Yeah.
And as you see, I got the back seat off. All of that stuff is motor and stuff for the convertible top. To get the back seat off, in case you didn't see it, to get the top off is just this push tab. You gotta push this in and pop it out, slide right out. The 2 bolts at the bottom, push this in and it slide right out. And installation is obviously reverse of removal. And I'll show you once I get it back installed. What's going on, everybody? I was making a video about me installing some leather seats inside of my car because I got the 1SS and it didn't come with leather seats. I mean, I love the car. I got a 1SS convertible and it didn't come with leather seats. So I've been hard trying to find leather seats for my vehicle because I wanted leather seats. I didn't have leather seats in my Challenger RT. Even though it was nice, I always said I was gonna put leather seats in it, and I ended up didn't. I ended up trading it in and getting the 1SS Camaro 2018, which, like I said, it's a nice car, but it didn't have leather seats. So I found some leather seats online on eBay. I talked them down to $700 for them, which was a great deal, and it turned out okay. It was a lot of work. I had to do a little work getting them in. I'll show you how to take them out. Put them back in, I had to change a couple things because the seats, the seats are different. The leather seats for the 2SS, they come with heated and cooled seats. The cloth seats obviously don't come with heated and cooled seats. So after I put them in and plugged them up, they didn't work. They didn't move, they didn't anything. What I ended up having to do which wasn't too difficult, but I had to take the harness, the whole wire harness, off the old seats and put them on the new seats, and then they worked. So I won't be able to use the cool seats feature. I won't be able to use the heated seats feature, but I have leather seats in my vehicle, and at $700, how can I complain, right? And they match my car like perfectly. So I wanted to send a video out there because there's not a lot of videos out there on YouTube on how to do that or what you need to do kind of step by step and where you can see it clearly. I only saw one other video where I think Lethal Motorsports, the guy, he did some seats. He got some seats out of a ZL1, which those seats are nice too. They look like some nice seats. But I couldn't get no ZL1 seats. I got what I could, and I got what matched my car so that I wouldn't have to change them again, as opposed to spending twice the amount trying to get them wrapped in leather, and I would have got it the same color of the seats I got. Main reason I like these seats is because they got that red SS badge in the middle of them, which I think is a nice asset for having the seats as opposed to just having some stitched up seats without having that badge in the middle of it. So that was pretty sweet to me. I bought the black badge for the front. I took my badge off the back because I didn't like how it looked. I bought the black badge for the front, which I will also be replacing sometime this week while I'm off of work. Got a week paid off work, which is great. So I'm gonna take this time to do some stuff to my car. I did another video on my truck where I did the upper control arms. I did the upper control arm bushings and ball joints, which is pretty much just replacing the upper control arms without having to go buy some. I post that video a little later on throughout the week, but I did take some videos of me working on my car. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Remember, let everybody know about this page for the Camaro owners, 6th generation Camaro owners. It's a lot of work that I will be posting on here that I get done. I do a lot of the work myself because a lot of it's not too hard. If you got the time to do it, you can do it, you know. So that's what I want to show people, that to empower them to do that. You got some people out here who just, you know, take your car to the shop and pay and spend money doing it. That's fine too, but to me, I can have the money, I can do those same things, but ain't nothing like putting your hands on it and doing something yourself and seeing the accomplishment from your work that you do yourself. Plus, I just don't trust everybody with my damn car like that, you know. Because people always trying to get over it. They would do whatever they got to do for that dollar. And that's just the world we live in. So you're much safer doing certain things on your own, what you can do. Everything else is under warranty. Go back to the dealership, which I ain't got to pay them no way, because it's still under warranty. But I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how it turned out. This is like the end result. This actually, I had it done like a day or two ago. I drove around yesterday when the weather was actually nice outside. It was, one day it was 67, now it's 55. Well, it's actually 40 degrees because it's still early in the morning. I had a couple things to do today, but I wanted to go ahead and upload this video because, like I said, it's not a lot of videos I noticed on YouTube that shows if people like me want leather seats in their car, can they do it themselves? Take the seats out and put new seats in. So that's why I wanted to show this video, because there's not a lot of videos that show how to do that and what exactly you have to do and how it looks afterwards. So this is my video on that. I'm gonna post a video up of what I actually did. Don't forget, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and comment on anything you want to comment on, anything y'all need advice on, anything y'all trying to do. I am a mechanic. I used to have my own business, but now I do my own little work for myself on the side. I'm not an automotive mechanic anymore, but I am still in the automotive world. So comment, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Never mind the car. I know it's a little dirty on the inside. Gotta wipe it down a little bit. But that's how it looks. That's the passenger side. I'll show you the driver's side. Also, too, I did order this badge. I ordered one in black. I didn't want the red. Even though the red don't look bad now that I got red on the seats, but I still want that black. So I'm gonna take that off and put a black badge on there. Like I said before, I took the other SS badge off the back, just simply because I didn't like it, so I took it off. I'm changing these headlights out with the Lambo lights, and I'll probably smoke out this tail light. So all of that stuff is coming up. It's no rush. Right now, I just want to enjoy the car as much as I possibly can. As you can see, it matches the red here. This is the driver's seat. That's how it turned out. You See, the back seats are back there. Back seats are very easy to put in this vehicle. The front seats are very easy. In all honesty, it took me, I would legitimately say it took me, it could have, if I wasn't recording, it could have taken me literally 5 to 6 minutes to unbolt and have all the seats out. It's that simple. Don't pay somebody to do this shit when you can do it yourself. I said a 50 T-socket. I said a hex socket in the video, when in actuality it is a star socket. So let me make that correction because I'm not going to remake that video. It's a 50 millimeter star socket, not 50 millimeter, a 50 star, the 50 millimeter star socket. That's the size the socket is, to take the 2 bolts out the back seat and to take the seat belt bracket off. So just them 3 bolts. I used my drilled them right out in literally seconds. The back is only 2 10 millimeter bolts to the back seat, and then it's push down lock tabs, which I show in the video, and you pull the top of the back seat out. The bottom you just pull up on straight up hard, and it just pulls that straight on out. That's simple. Like I said, less than 5 or 6 minutes. It was way more easier because I have a convertible top, so I just let the top down and did it all. But it can still get done even if I didn't have a convertible top. But as you can see, these seats was like in great condition. The car, I was told, only had maybe 20,000 miles on it, which is around about the mileage I have on here now. I'm up to 19,000 miles now. So, and everything matched. The stitching matched, the leather matches. That's all I had to do. It's a great addition to my vehicle. The only other thing I would like to do is get the light up door seals on the inside of my vehicle, and I may change this out to something different, or different color or something, or I can just take it out and paint it if I want to. But now that I got the seats like this, it kind of matches the seats, so I may leave it alone. Who knows? But thanks for watching. Like I say, this is just a video to inform people that you can do it yourself as far as taking the seats out and putting seats in if you don't have leather seats. Check out my rest of my videos.